Welcome to my short tip series for first time hiking in various places around Britain. So today I'm going to be talking about Snowdon, such a popular one to do, the biggest mountain in Wales, obviously one of the 3 national peaks as well. So I'm going to try and give you the 3 first tips that spring to my mind in 3 minutes. So I'm starting my clock now. When it beeps I have to stop. Tip 1. Everyone who's been to Snowdon and been in this area will know about Pete's Eats. It is one of those places where all the hikers hang out. It's in the town called Llanberis, which is probably pronounced really badly, so I apologise for the Welsh speakers. Llanberis is the nearest town to Snowdon, and Pete's Eats is on the main street. You can't miss it. It's this big blue place, and they serve all the kind of food you want. They do packed lunches, massive cakes, huge mugs of tea, huge mugs of hot chocolate with cream on top, and they've got a bunk house in there, I think, and loads of information for hikers. We went in there and we needed to get a taxi to where we were going, so we asked them for advice on taxi. They gave it to us. It was really helpful, and it's just one of those classic hikers pubs, hikers cafes that you have to go to and just to say you've been there. So either before or after Snowdon you can pop into Pete's Eats. Next tip is to try and vary your route. What I mean by that is that it would be such a better experience not to go up one way and back down the same way. So there are several routes up Snowdon that you can pick and choose from, and I really suggest that you try and go up one side and down the other side. So when we did it, we actually went up the pig track and down the Llanberis path. A lot of people do just go up the Llanberis path and down the Llanberis path, which is actually the longest way, and you do get wonderful views from there, but I just think it would be a little bit more boring to just go up and back. So try and pick and choose from the routes and combine them if you can. And kind of related to that is, don't try parking at Penny Pass. So that is the car park where the pig track starts from and the miners path. But the car park is almost permanently full because it is so busy there. It's just really popular place to park. There is a little visitor centre there and cafe and toilets and things, which is really handy, but if you have a car you might not get in there. So just really think twice about that and maybe think, is there any other way you can get there? The other thing to look out for is that a lot of guidebooks do mention a regular bus service to the Penny Pass car park, but it's recently stopped operating. It may have started again by the time you're watching this video, so do check, but don't just assume that the bus service is running. You might need to get a taxi there, which is what we actually did, but it was only about 15-20 minutes from Llanberis anyway. And the other thing is, which is kind of like a bonus tip, is don't rely on getting the train back down. As you may know, there's a train track that goes up to the summit, so you may be thinking, oh, I can walk up and then get the train back down. Don't rely on that, because the train seats are reserved for people who went up usually, so they only let you go on if there's space, and there may not be space, so just don't pin all your hopes on doing that. But yeah, those are my 3 tips. Hey, I have to stop. That was a quick one. I've actually mapped out a weekend for climbing Snowdon with extra walks on a Sunday as well, and how you can get there from London, and what I think you should do with more detail in Walk Your Weekends, which, as you've heard me talk about before, is my package of guides for walking the best of Britain from London with no car. You don't have to join a club, you can do it all independently, and I'll give you all the information for it if you join, and I'd love to see you in there. Okay, speak to you next time. Bye.